What up, people? Say It Out Loud Sports. We're back. Episode 106. We got the usual setup for the week. Me and Bob are here.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
You're so fired up today.
Oh, it's going to get real aggressive in here. I'm not going to lie.
I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why you're so fired
I almost
up.
came in as the host right now and introduced the whole thing.
I mean, I guess you could have. Maybe we'll try.
I almost did. I almost stole it from you.
All right, so we got recaps, previews. We got the locks, father-son pick'em, and we got our top 5 MVPs. So far, it's week 7. We'll give them out.
I don't think 5's enough.
A couple weeks from now, after midseason, we'll give out all the midseason awards. We'll give our final Super Bowl predictions and all that jazz. But first, let's get into week 7's games real quick. There's a couple good ones. Which team had the biggest win and had the worst? Actually, hold on. Before we talk about that, let's talk about taking the loss. This might be the biggest loss of the weekend. Mr. Byron Kennedy, the fan who got Tom Brady's ball.
Oh, my Lord. He didn't get nothing for it.
What is he doing? Mike Evans.
He didn't know what it was. I don't think he knew what it was worth.
Mike Evans didn't either. He just handed
Mike
it to
Evans
him.
just gave it away.
So Brady.
How did Mike Evans not know it was $600?
I don't know. For those
like on the sideline, they weren't talking like he's got $599. The next one's $600.
I would think so.
And Mike Evans didn't even have it in his hands. Ronald Jones threw it to him, and he went straight to the.
Did he spike it and then he?
No. Ronald Jones threw him the football, and he went straight to the stands and gave it away.
How did Ronald Jones get it?
It was laying on the ground, and Ronald Jones picked it up.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike Evans, like he
spike it?
No, Mike Evans. He threw it to Mike Evans for Mike Evans to celebrate, and Mike Evans just went straight to the stands and gave it away.
Well, didn't Mike Evans score the touchdown? Why did Ronald Jones have the football?
Yes, but he put it down, and then Ronald Jones picked it up, threw it to him, and this one went straight to the stands.
So Ronald Jones didn't know either.
No. How does nobody know?
I don't know.
They don't talk about this stuff on the sideline?
You just don't know. Nobody knows. It's that thing. Nobody's going to know.
Well, first of all, let's talk about the used car salesman, the greatest negotiator of all time, the guy from the Bucs that came out and negotiated to get the football back.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Taylor Heineke.
No,
wait, that's separate. Okay, so
that's Heineke car care. That's more.
Let's talk about, before we get to it, let's talk about what he got. So apparently today, I mean, this is all not 100% confirmed. I don't know what the deal is, but he got 2 signed jerseys and a helmet from Brady.
Cleats from
signed
Mike
cleats
Evans.
And a jersey from Mike Evans. Season tickets for this year and next year. I read it was just this year, but
I heard it's this year and next year.
$1,000
and
to the team store. Like what?
That's
what is he going to buy?
That's about $47 to the Bucs.
Well, first of all, everything in the team store has got to be inflated. Like
right,
a TB12 jersey, a
TB12
T-shirt's probably $99.99 minimum.
It cost the Bucs about $47.
Yeah, and then
a Bitcoin,
which Brady last night on the Monday Night Football was like, yeah, that guy probably messed up.
He got burned.
That just sucks. That's the biggest loss of the weekend, right?
But the ball's probably worth $750 to $1 million.
Yep.
If he gets out of the stadium with it, he can negotiate a number.
Doesn't matter. Biggest L of the weekend goes to that guy, right?
The greatest negotiator of all time is the dude from the Bucs that went out there and got it back.
I can't give him credit. We don't know what was said.
What do you think that fan didn't know?
I think that guy just
like
didn't
he didn't
know.
have no idea.
He just didn't want to be
was
that
just
guy.
Like, oh, I'm going to give it back, and they're going to give me all this.
What would you?
It sounded great.
What are you asking for? On the spot, though.
I'm going home. I'm taking it home with me. Then we're going to start negotiations. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, look, give me $500,000, and I'm calling 25 plays next week.
No, you're the offensive coordinator.
100%. Like that's where the negotiations start. And then it goes to I got a headset on next to Bruce Arians, and
I don't think they let you call plays. They might let you with the headset.
All of preseason.
They might let you wear the headset so you know what play's coming. I don't think you're calling the plays, though.
I'm on the sideline.
Yeah.
In coach's uniform. Like, I'm in the polo, ready to rock and roll. I'm in there.
I would demand
what if we're up by like 35 in the fourth quarter? I get to call plays.
Do they play the Chiefs this year?
I don't know.
Because I would demand that I'm in the same standing area as Jackson Mahomes.
I'm in the headset.
I get to fight Jackson Mahomes.
I'll beat the brakes off him for nothing.
Negotiations.
Let me fight Jackson Mahomes at the Chiefs-Bucs game.
No, but yeah, that guy
at midfield.
I would have, he could have he probably could have moved in with Tom Brady.
Tag team match. He can bring Jake Paul.
Oh, you're going sideways now.
Tag team match. He can bring Jake Paul. I'll bring Pat.
We're just mad at Patrick. This has nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes now, or Mahomes, but we're just.
I want 25 play calls.
Would you rather have 25 play calls or 200,000?
25 play calls.
But
what if I score a touchdown? What if I score a touchdown like 17?
You get a job.
What if 17 on my 25 or touchdown?
But do you know what would happen is you'd call 25 plays and Tom Brady would audible out of all 25.
Not allowed.
You're not allowed to?
No, he's not allowed to just shut me off.
So let's call
If I call the play, it's in. It's locked in.
You're calling naked bootlegs?
No.
Just leaving them out to dry?
Yeah, a full-blown quarterback draws.
Yeah.
Design quarterback runs for Tom Brady and just gets blown up.
We'll just be fair. That was the biggest L of the weekend. But on a real note, what would you say? I mean, we could talk about multiple, but what was the biggest win this weekend, in your opinion?
Got to be the Bengals.
We did talk about that last week.
They just go out and blow the Ravens out.
That was shocking, to be honest. Jamar Chase had a day, huh?
Well, I mean, he's had multiple days this year. He has 200-yard games now? Or was the other one 180?
I think
it was like
close.
180,
I don't think
and he had 200 here. And he's got like 7 or 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's having a good season already for
Dude,
sure.
He's up there with Cooper Kupp. Like, those are wilding.
Yeah, the Bengals are up there. Another big win. First, we talked about the Browns had to win. That's not really I expected them
But
to
they
win.
didn't look good.
No, but they did have a backup quarterback.
Yeah, man, they're missing a bunch of dudes. But
Broncos are terrible.
Absolutely. Titans go on below the Chiefs out.
But Titans have beat who'd they beat last week?
Bills.
The Bills and the Chiefs back-to-back weeks?
But the Chiefs really look bad.
And
like
I'm sure you're going to...
The Chiefs look like they're not making the playoffs. I'm telling you right now, they're not making the playoffs.
You would eliminate them if I gave you the option today?
Absolutely. They're not going. They're not winning the division ever. They're going to finish third in the division.
Yeah, I don't think they'll... They're 2 games back now.
They're going to finish third in the division.
Do you trust the Raiders?
No, I think the Chargers win the division.
I keep saying I don't trust the Raiders, but all right, we'll get to
the new head coach is 2-0, so I don't know.
So I had the Raiders as actually one of the biggest wins for sure. They started 3-0, lost the next 2. Then their head coach gets fired because of crazy emails.
Another 2-0.
Then in this specific week, Kansas City lost, Denver lost, the Chargers run a bye. The Raiders come out win. I know it was Philly, but it was only a 3-point spread. We both picked Philly to win that game.
And Philly probably covers if they don't turn it over twice.
But they're coming out now after Gruden and getting ahead of teams, and that opens up they're not falling behind.
They're not letting up either,
and they actually look better than they did. And they're alone they're 5-2. Chargers are 4-2. Chiefs are in shambles. Denver sucks. Period.
I still think the Chiefs are the Chargers are probably the best team in the division.
Probably, but the Raiders are proving it. So I thought that was a huge win for them. They get a bye. They're going into a bye week. They get the Giants coming out of the bye week, and then a huge matchup against Kansas City. Which if they beat Kansas City that week,
so the Raiders are the type of team that would come out of the bye and lose to the Giants.
They have to. That's not a must win, but that's the type of flat spot they can't have. And if they come out and win that, they're 6-2.
Right, but that's the type of Raider thing that happens.
True. 5-2. They always start. They've been starting good for a couple years.
They come out alpha bye and lose to the Giants. Saquon goes for like 220.
What was the worst loss?
Chiefs. It was embarrassing. Derrick Henry threw more touchdowns than Patrick Mahomes. That's embarrassing, bro. That's a bad loss.
Did he throw it this week?
Yeah, he threw it against the Chiefs.
Was it this week? I thought it was last week.
Derrick Henry had like a 128 quarterback rating. Patrick Mahomes like a 37.
Mahomes is not looking right.
He's had a terrible season this whole way. He looks the 25 dropped interceptions last year are coming back to haunt him.
He has 9 or 10? 8, 9, or 10?
He's second in the league, I think, right now to Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson's out the next 2 to 4 weeks. So I'm sure Patrick will take over the lead in there.
I think his odds before the season was like 50-1 to lead the league in interceptions.
Do you think his issue is the distractions from his brother and the family?
No.
You don't think that is on his mind? You don't think that's a distraction for him?
No, not in the middle. You're not thinking about that in the middle of the game.
Before the game starts, he's like, what are they going to get me into today?
It's just film. It's like the league's they haven't caught up with them, but they have in the same time.
They're starting to figure him out?
No, he's just too reckless. Throwing no-look passes is going to – you can't throw no-look passes and expect it to work every time.
No.
Tyreek Hill, they're trying to double-team him, not letting him get loose over the top, and he's trying to force things. They don't have a true number. Sammy Watkins missing is big. He's a good receiver.
He was for them.
They have McCole Hardman, which is the same player as Tyreek Hill. So you have 2 Tyreek
Hardman
Hills.
hasn't done anything, though.
No. And then Byron Pringle is actually showing pretty good.
He's done a little bit, but
Kelsey. If you stop Kelsey and Hill, they don't run. They need to run the ball more.
But
they can't.
Have they figured Mahomes out?
Maybe.
So they figured Mahomes out before they figured out Lamar Jackson?
No, they figured Mahomes out before they figured out Tom Brady. Tom Brady's been in the league 21 years.
25
That's
years.
what I'm saying. So they still can't figure out Tom Brady. It took them a little longer, Mahomes.
Or Aaron Rodgers.
Or Rodgers, yeah.
How does Mahomes?
I don't know.
As a
I don't
passing
think
quarterback get figured out before all these cats, and they don't figure Lamar Jackson out before they figure it out.
Mahomes is too reckless right now. If he dials it in,
That's
I
25
think they
dropped
can.
interceptions
They need
last year.
They need to dial
they're
it
not
in.
dropping them this year.
That's what I'm saying. If he dials it in, he's got the talent. Like his arm.
They also have the worst defense in NFL history. Statistically wise, they're the worst in NFL history
right now.
Yes, and the second worst in NFL history is the Chiefs 2 years ago.
Which they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
So, I mean.
It worked out, but
We'll
they were
see.
statistically the worst defense in NFL history.
All right, my worst loss. Chiefs are up there. My worst loss, obviously, the 49ers. That's inexcusable to lose.
Absolutely. You can't go lose to the Colts
Coming
at
off
home.
off a bye week.
You're at home.
Off a bye week.
And you lose, put up, not even to lose, you give up 30 to the Colts?
Well, the game was weird. You can't blame it because they both played in the same weather. Like, you couldn't really throw the ball. But I don't get why they come out and Elijah Mitchell has 6 touches for 60 yards and a touchdown. The first drive is gashing him. I know the plays are like scripted.
Yeah, but
just
then
keep running.
But then he has 5 the rest of the game.
Keep running the ball.
This is the same thing Philly does every week.
Yeah.
I called you this week, like that first drive, Miles Sanders, 5 carries, 30 yards, touchdown.
I will confess the World Series is on right now as we're recording, and Jorge Soler just lit off the game with a home run.
Leadoff bomb in the World Series?
Yeah, I'm going. Let's go. Anyway,
No way.
Leadoff bomb. I told you, 3 pitches in, 1-0. All right.
Houston's still sweet.
Let's get to top 5 MVPs through week 7. So
This is
the
a
past
list
3,
that's 8 long.
real quick, the past 3 MVPs, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. All 3 of them had crazy numbers. Rodgers, 70% completion, 4,300 yards, 48 touchdowns, 5 picks last year. They went 13-3. Lamar Jackson, obviously, 3,100 passing yards. He had 36-6. Touchdown, interception. I didn't know he threw so many. And then also, obviously, his 1,200 rushing yards is what sealed the deal.
That's the thing.
And then Mahomes had a 66% completion, 5,100 yards, 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
50 touchdowns.
12 picks. So, it's only week 7. Like you said, there's a bunch of different – there's so many guys that you could go towards, and we'll see how close we are on ours. But we'll mention the guys we leave off. But who's your – do you want to go 5-1?
5-1.
No, like 5.
5th to 1st.
Yeah. Who's your 5th? We'll just go 1. Who's your MVP right now?
Right now, MVP, Tom Brady.
He's my number 1.
Yeah, it's got to be Tom.
16 game pace.
He's having the best season out of all the quarterbacks.
I know they have 17 games this year. I did a 16 game pace.
Oh, he's
average. 5,200 yards, 48 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and he has the Bucs at 7-1.
Full blown MVP season.
He's
Unarguable.
It's crazy. Number 2 is your 2.
Derrick Henry.
Okay. I have him 4.
Because he's so disrespected every year because it's a quarterback award. Now he's out here throwing touchdowns from the pocket.
Didn't he throw in? He threw in the playoffs last year, or was it?
Yeah.
Right?
So, I mean, he can't win it as a running back, so now he's trying to play quarterback.
What's crazy is he's behind his pace from last year. Did you know that?
Yeah, but did you see his numbers against Adrian Peterson's MVP season through 7 games? He has
Close.
like 240 more yards, 8 more touchdowns.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy, so his 16-game pace right now is 1,986 yards, 22 touchdowns.
22 touchdowns?
Rushing touchdowns.
That's insane.
And then
That's LT, that's LT number.
well, like remember Sean Alexander won? He had 30 touchdowns. LT was getting 30, but they caught the ball. Henry had what's crazy is Henry has the same one less catch than he did all of last year already.
Because he's actually catching the football.
catching
They're actually
balls.
throwing it to him now.
So I have him at 4, just because if you take Derrick Henry off that team, I don't think that team's good.
Because
I don't like
it does not work.
Tannehill.
It doesn't work.
Whatever.
He's the offense. It revolves around that run game.
So my number 2, I have Matthew Stafford at 2nd. His pace is close. I mean, it's close to Brady's, not quite as. He's almost 5,000, 4,964 yards,
Pace,
43 touchdowns, 9 picks. So a little bit less yards, less TDs, but he got the Rams at 6-1. Like if you take Stafford on that team, that team,
That's what happened. They had Goff. It didn't work.
and you have John Wolford, this team is not.
You remember Wolford
they got to win
started
17-14 or 17-13.
Wolford started games.
Yeah. I'll just keep going with mine, then you can finish yours because I have Henry at 4. Kyler Murray I have at 3. He's on. He's having a great year. He's got the Cardinals are 7-0. You have to have Kyler Murray under top 5. I feel like.
Well, I mean, automatically he has to be up there because he's leading a 7-0.
He's
the only
rushed-
undefeated team,
He's rushed less than he did last year,
which is good
which
because
we
that'll
called.
keep him healthy.
We said that at the beginning of the year. So he's throwing for 39 touchdowns, 11 picks is his pace, plus another 6 or 7 rushing touchdowns and 4,500 yards. And then my fifth one, you're gonna hate this one. Your boy Dak.
God, how do you have
Dak Prescott? Just looking at numbers. I mean, right now it's all about numbers because a lot of these teams are 5-1, 6-1. Dak's had a bye week, so his numbers don't look as good. But if you do extrapolate it to 16 weeks, 4,835 yards, 42 touchdowns, 10 picks, 5-1 Cowboys. We'll see coming out of the bye week. The only loss is to Tampa Bay, and they were in that game. He threw for 400 yards.
Tampa also turned it over 4 times.
So who's your round out? And then we'll talk about the other guys.
3 to me is Kyler.
Okay.
4 is Joe Burrow.
Okay.
And 5 is Herbert.
So you got no Dak and no Stafford.
No.
Stafford's an ammo.
I left Allen off too.
I do have. So I don't have Allen. Allen started.
I left Allen off.
He started too slow.
He had a bad 2 weeks. He had a bad
first 2 games.
But Joe Burrow's got to be in
that's
the
my
5,
next one. That's
bro.
my. He's up there.
He's got the
It's a great
Bengals as
story.
the number 1 seed in the AFC in his second season.
I told you. I mean, it's a great story. I have him 6-8. Him and Allen probably 6-7 to me.
Okay. Where's Herbert? It's 8.
Burrow's defense. That Cincinnati Bengals defense. I don't know where they came from.
They got good out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
They didn't add nobody either. They just got good.
I have him 6-8, but he's still in line with like Herbert. Derek Carr's having a good year. He's not putting up the numbers.
Jamar Chase is going to be offensive rookie of the year easily.
That's
just
a lock, right?
That's locked up.
So
nobody touching that.
Burrow does have weapons. He's got Mixon. He's got T. Higgins.
He's in
Jamar
a good
Chase,
situation, but
and they throw constantly. Like the offensive coordinator is good. Like I get
Herbert has the same thing going on.
Herbert has just good numbers.
He's got Mike Williams out there, can't guard Mike. You know, he's got Eckler.
That's what I'm saying.
Allen.
Herbert has just as good numbers as Burrow. Today, they're the same guy.
I'm taking Burrow.
They're the same. It doesn't matter.
You can't go wrong either way, but I'm a Burrow guy.
Okay, I'm a Herbert guy.
Yeah, you can't go wrong either way.
That's what I'm saying. They're the same guy.
But I
said this 2 years ago.
Those 2 dudes got to be top 5 MVPs.
No, they're not better. They're not ahead of Brady. They're not ahead of Stafford.
I got Burrow.
There's no way.
4.
Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Dak. No.
Henry's 2 to me.
The cool story is the Bengals are 5-2.
And Henry's been burned twice for MVPs.
He's probably not going to win it again.
Because he's not a quarterback, but he's going to throw some touchdowns.
Wonder if he threw like 5.
Say he throws like 8 on trick plays. He's got to win it.
But yeah, Burrow's a great story. Top 6-8 guy, but he's still in line. He's still, to me, the same as Herbert. Derek Carr's playing good.
They're the future. Allen
can still get, but he's definitely like still a viable contender for this.
Absolutely, he can turn it on, and
he had a bye week.
He can turn it on with his legs and jump right back.
He could throw like 450 this week and 4 touchdowns, and
pick up 70 on 70 on the ground.
And then Aaron Rodgers, he's got his team up there.
He's never doubted. As
15
an MVP.
and 15 touchdowns, 2 or 3 interceptions.
They're on a 6 straight wins. They lost week 1. Embarrassingly, in their 6 straight.
People were freaking out. So yeah, there's
RELAX.
We'll do a full mid-season award show in a couple weeks, like after week 9. We'll do that. So we'll get Pete's not here, obviously. I didn't say that earlier.
People are just reining in statistics. All these players.
What?
They're just all these. There's like 8 dudes that are arguing.
Yeah, there's 8 or 9. Yeah, you could say
just statistics through the roof.
Yeah, they're putting up numbers for sure. All right, playoff eliminator. Let's get into that. So far, we've done well. Jaguars, Jets, Lions, they're all done. Dolphins, Giants, Texans, they're all done.
They're all done.
The one team we eliminated that's now 500 is the Atlanta Falcons. They're 3-3.
But they won 2 straight.
Well, yeah, but
they're still not going to make the playoffs.
I still believe they're out, but we'll see. I mean, the Panthers and remember the Panthers and Broncos both started 3-0, and now they've lost 7 in a row combined.
4 for the Broncos. 3
for the Panthers. Or are they 3-4? They've lost 8 straight in a row combined. Yeah.
Combined.
So it's pretty bad. So nominees this week: Seahawks, the Geno Smith led Seahawks. Eagles, your team. The football team or the Denver Broncos.
Broncos are out.
We could do Denver. I think Seattle's done for sure.
Yeah, Seattle's got to be done with Geno.
Unless Russ is back
Geno's
next week.
not winning games.
Yeah. So we're going Seattle and Denver?
Yeah.
All right, let's ship
Eagles on the hot seat.
49ers I almost put in here, but they're only 2-4.
Oh, Eagles don't have in the bubble is the Chiefs.
Seattle and Denver. They can't put the
bubble is the Chiefs.
Well, what's the 7th seed in the AFC right now? Because that's really Cleveland's 4-3.
Honest opinion, how many games did the Chiefs win this season?
9.
That's not
8?
getting them in.
I mean, it's easy to say that. Listen, the 7th seed right now is the Cleveland Browns. They're 4-3. They're not healthy.
What are the Chiefs, 3-4?
3-4. Pittsburgh's 3-3. So we'll see what happens there. I do not buy New England still. They're 3-4. They have 2 wins against the Jets and 1 against the Texans. Like that's like playing Burrow's football.
Right.
The Colts I don't buy, and then you got the Chiefs. I can see the Chiefs getting like the 6th or 7th seed. They could win
not with 9 wins.
9 and 8.
They're not getting in. You got to win at least 10,
maybe
maybe 11.
So you got Baltimore.
You got to have a 10, 11 win season to get in.
I don't think so. Not this year.
Do you think a 9-win team's getting in?
I think in the AFC, yeah, because I think Cleveland.
I swear to God, if
Cleveland,
the Chiefs
Pittsburgh
slide in with 9 wins and they go the Eli Manning route, wild card, and get to the Super Bowl, I'll lose my mind.
All right,
they're so bad.
All right, so we got Seattle and Denver. You're out. Bob, you won your 3rd ticket. Say It Out Loud Sports Fantasy League.
I've won my 3rd ticket, and not a single one's making the playoffs.
You got the Chiefs. Who else did you get?
Broncos.
Chiefs, Broncos, and Seahawks?
No, Chiefs, Broncos,
Patriots.
Yeah, not a single one making. This is a waste of my time. This is futility to me. None of this is working.
All right, you got your 3rd ticket though.
I'm going to need my 4th.
All right, well, this is a good week. Week 8 contest is the quarterback points. Your starting quarterback.
Josh Allen coming off a bye.
Whoever has the most quarterback points.
What's the ticket?
The Dallas Cowboys.
God damn it!
They're 5-1. You don't like that?
They're not winning the Super Bowl.
We got them 22-1. That's a pretty good ticket.
I need them 40-1 to even entertain them.
Wonder if that's like your worst nightmare. You'd probably sell the ticket immediately, huh?
Oh, ticketswap.com instantly.
All right.
Pennies on the dollar. Get it out of here.
All right, let's get to week 8. Games of the week. We'll just run through these quickly. Thursday night football's Packers card. So today, Alan Lazard got put on the COVID list. Davante Adams on the COVID list.
COVID struck.
You might as well just put Aaron Rodgers on the COVID list. Is this even going to be a game? Do you think if Aaron Rodgers, he's supposed to play 6-1 versus 7-1? This is a huge 7-0, huge game. NFC bye.
Packers win.
NFC bye week is on the line.
Win.
Packers win outright.
Aaron Rodgers still finds a way to win this football game. Robert Tonyan's
going off
140 and 2 touchdowns.
I think it's possible. I think the world's going to be on Arizona.
The whole entire everybody at the books can be on Arizona.
Yeah, it's going to be. I can't.
90% of tickets.
Both prime. I mean, I don't know what's Monday Night Football.
Next week.
What's Monday night?
Giants Chiefs.
Oh, I don't want to talk about
absolute
that
barn burner right there.
So the Sunday Night Football is another great game. Cowboys at Vikings. Both teams off a bye.
Tell me you won't fire on the Vikings.
Both teams off in a bye. Cowboys were in a groove. I don't know if the bye week helped them because they won 5 in a row. Vikings clawing the way back in. Kirk Cousins is playing out of his mind right now.
They should be 5-1.
Dalvin Cook got a week off to be healthy.
He's healthy.
They should be. This is a big game for Minnesota.
I'm firing Vikings.
Right now they're 7 in the NFC.
Firing Vikings.
7 in the NFC. Cowboys have pretty much their division locked up.
Yeah, basically now.
Phillies 2-5.
4-game lead.
Yeah, they're 5-1. Phillies 2-5. Washington's 2-5, and I think the Giants are 1-6, right? Or they're 2-5. All 3 of them are 2-5. Yeah, something like that. Terrible. So a big game though for Minnesota. They can get back in the playoff. They're 7 right now, but
Minnesota's a good football team.
I think so too. Steelers,
Kirk
Browns.
Cousins is fucking balling.
13 touchdowns, 2 picks. If they were 5-1, he's in the MVP conversation, which they should be.
Probably,
which is crazy.
But they're 2-5, so he's not
3-3
or 3-3. But their kicker cost them 2 games.
He won them. I think he lost 2 games, but he won 2 games.
That's not good.
It's weird. Steelers Browns. That's a massive game. I think Steelers coming off the bye.
Baker play?
He's questionable. I checked today. Him.
No running backs though. No Hunt.
Is
Chubb going to make it
Chubb's
back?
supposedly going to play this week.
No Hunt though.
No Hunt. Hunt's out. Their defense played lights out, but it was against Denver. They need to step up. I thought that unit with Myles Garrett and Clowney and Greedy Williams and Denzel Ward, they need to step up.
They got to play some defense. Yeah. They got to force turnovers.
And Baker, he's questionable. He needs to step up as well. And OBJ either needs to get traded ASAP and start catching the ball because they hit him in the hands.
He's dropped so many first downs and touchdowns.
Yeah. I don't know about touchdowns.
He can't complain about Baker.
No, I wouldn't even throw him the ball. I'd throw to Donovan Jones.
I think that's what he's going to complain about is like Baker won't throw me the ball. But when he does, you don't catch it. That's an
huge
issue.
plays. It was like fourth and 3.
Touchdown.
Yeah,
the touchdown. He drops it.
Not great. So big game though. Steelers up to bye. Browns 4-3. They're game ahead. In that division, you got Bengals and Ravens both 5-2, and then you got these two fighting for last place. But they could. I wonder if they could they all make the playoffs? That'd be wild. Probably.
I don't know. They might.
I think 3 of them could.
Probably.
Titans Colts.
Titans.
Is it a trap
Titans
game?
on.
Is this trap?
No, this is Titans on fire.
They just beat
the Bills. They beat
Chiefs?
the Chiefs.
Is this trap? Colts are hot
Colts
right
coming
now.
off a huge win. They're not
won
rolling
3 in a
that
row.
over. They're not rolling that over.
In Indy?
Would you tell me before the season started that Colts would ever win 4 in a row?
No.
Exactly. Ain't gonna happen now. Titans roll.
That doesn't mean anything.
They're not winning 4.
Would you ever
in a
say
row.
the Cowboys won 5 in a row?
Yeah.
No.
Easy teams. Jets, Jags, Giants, Washington football team.
Chargers
Barely.
in LA.
Barely.
LA. A win's a win.
Yeah,
The Colts
just win. You a Raider fan now?
The Colts should have beat the Ravens. They haven't won 4 in a row. That's right. They lost. They blew the 20-point lead to the Ravens.
That's right.
Scrubs. They suck still. I don't buy it. 49ers suck too. Patriots, Chargers.
Well, the Eagles suck too.
Is that a trap game for the Chargers?
That's a dangerous game. I don't think the Chargers lose. They probably don't cover though.
It's big for the Chargers. They got to keep pace with Vegas.
If the Patriots come out and beat the Chargers on the road,
Then your playoff ticket's alive.
then it's alive, and they're legit AFC playoff contender.
Dude, I said this earlier. The Patriots' 3 wins are against the Jets twice and the Texans.
But they come out and beat the Chargers. What do you say about them then?
They're not beating the Chargers.
Bucs Saints
Brady got owned last year by Saints. Do you
Twice.
remember this? In the regular season?
and then the playoffs start, and what happens?
Breeze throws picks, and we said
Brady
but Lattimore always locks down Mike Evans.
He always locks down DK Metcalf too.
Is AB out still?
No, he's in. He's
back?
playing.
He
He's
didn't play
supposed to
this
play.
week.
He's questionable.
If he's out again,
He's
Could be questionable, 'cause
probably
that
the
Saints
wild
defense-
card. He's a wild card receiver on that team. He gets 150 and 2 touchdowns or nothing.
because the Saints' defense, I think, is pretty good.
Nah, I don't think they're that.
I
good.
kind of buy it.
Gardner Johnson and Lattimore.
Demario Davis is nasty.
Quan
They play
Alexander's
pretty good.
back.
They play
Quan
pretty. They
Alexander's
play
back,
pretty
too.
good.
Their wide receiving core is
It doesn't.
trash though.
It's.
They're not doing Jameis any favors.
If the Saints win,
Can
though,
guard Mike isn't
if
back
the Saints win, they're tied for first. They're 5. They'd be 5-2, and the Bucks would be 6.
yet. Jameis is flying under the
That'd
radar.
be wild.
You know he's thrown the fewest passes this season than any quarterback.
Yeah, that one game he threw 5 touchdowns. They only threw like 13 passes.
So he leads the league in touchdown passes per pass attempt.
Okay.
It was 10%,
yeah, that makes sense.
but he's thrown the fewest passes.
That makes sense.
Let him
So,
air it out.
I mean, the games. There's a bunch of good games.
Why wouldn't you just let him air it
games.
out?
Jameis,
Yeah.
you just talked about it. They're wide receiver.
He's thrown touchdowns more
First of
often
all,
than anybody.
60% of his
and thrown
throws
the
go to
least.
Kamara.
Yeah,
All right,
probably.
let's-
and,
all right.
and Caldwell.
Rashay called. Remember that guy? Rashay
Yeah,
called.
fool.
Remember I
Hey,
called
Pat
his
called
house
this fool at halftime.
of the Super Bowl like 10 years ago.
Threatening
I
him.
called him 401. Said Rashay
Threatening his
called
grandma. Left him a voicemail threatening him and his grandma.
Oh, the good old days. All right, let's
Good
get
old
in.
sports betting.
Let's get into locks of the week. We had a terrible week 7. For the year we're 20.
I can't.
Last
get any
week was
luck.
brutal. So I had the
I
Bucks.
went 2-1 the week before.
Yeah, last week I had the Bucks Bears over 47, and they scored 38 in the first half.
3 in the second.
A grand total of 3 in the second half.
Combined 3 in the second.
Brutal.
Where did Brady threw 4 touchdowns? What happened? He's left his
They're
arm
on
in the
the first
locker room in halftime.
I don't know, but that was brutal.
He was out
You
there
had
with a
some bad.
prosthetic arm trying to get his COVID shot.
Yeah, it was not fun. So we're 27 and 27. We're 27, 27 and 1 as a group. So we're 50%.
This week was rough, dude. I feel like the 2 different plays, and I'm 3-0 instead I'm 1-2.
Well, no shit. What do you mean?
It's
Said if I
brutal,
would have
bro.
picked 2
can't-
more
no,
winners instead of the 2
one
losers,
play,
I'd be
one
3-0.
play in the game, and I'm
There
covered.
you go. So Pete's leading. He's 11 and 9 with 1 push. So he's at 55%. I'm 11 and 10. Bob, you're 9 and you need a 3-0 week, and you'll be back to 500.
I went 2-1, 2-1. Now I'm 1-2.
Yeah. All right. So let's get
What
into
am
it. 9 and 12.
I need a 3-0.
3-0 gets you there.
I got it right here.
All right.
Let me
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
get Pete's first.
Let me go and cook this up.
Pete, has the Steelers plus 3.5 against Cleveland, the Titans -1 at Indy, and the Bengals Jets over 43.
Okay.
I am mad at it. I do like Pittsburgh. Tennessee, I almost had that one, just the road thing in Indy. I like it, though, so we'll see. I'm taking Minnesota plus 2.5.
I'm Minnesota.
We're going double lock?
That's my favorite game of the week.
All right, double lock Minnesota, plus 2.5.
Yep.
I think they went outright, but we'll take the 2.5.
I'm going Monday Night Football, too.
Who are you taking?
Giants plus 10.5.
We have our first head-to-head.
You're going against me?
I'm going Chiefs.
What?
I'm going Chiefs -10.
What has shown you that you think the Chiefs are going to cover any spread?
Well, against the football team, they covered.
The Eagles.
And the Eagles.
But everything else, they can't stop a nosebleed.
So they've lost a better team. The two teams they're better than the Giants, let's be honest. Like the teams who they played.
But the Giants are still going to hang 30 on them.
I don't think so, dude.
40
the
to
Giants,
30? They can't
they're
stop
inept.
anybody on defense.
The Giants are inept.
Kadarius Stoney's got 200.
If he plays, he's been out. We can go against each other. That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm not worried about
That's
it.
fine.
You got Giants?
I'm taking Giants plus 10.5.
Is it 10.5 now?
That's what I see.
Okay, that's fine. I had it at 10, so I'll take -10.5. I think they win by double digits easy. So I got Chiefs -10.5. What's your last one?
Eagles minus 3.5.
Oh, you're going Eagles.
The Lions are just done.
You're going to fall into your trap.
You probably lose that for sure.
I'm
the
hoping.
Eagles probably win by 1.
Nick Sirianni.
It's like
not
14 to 13.
All right, so you got Minnesota plus 2.5, Giants plus 10.5, and Eagles -3.5.
Yep.
Pete's got Steelers plus 3.5, Titans -1, Bengals, Jets over. I'm taking the Vikings plus 2.5, double lock, Chiefs -10.5, and my last one, I didn't even give my last one. My last one's I'm taking Chargers -5.5.
You hate the Patriots.
No, I just don't. Their offense is not good.
Do you think the Titans-Colts game's a trap?
Nah.
You think about it though. Like
I thought about taking the Titans. Pete took them, but
they come off 2 big wins. Did they overlook the Colts?
if they win, essentially the division's over.
If they win, they're going to beat the Colts by 20.
So, but Chargers. So my last one's Chargers -5.5.
You hate the Patriots.
I just don't think they're fraud. I've been saying that.
You hate Mac Jones.
Yeah, everybody's freaking. Oh, last week. Oh, Mac Jones can throw it far.
Mac and cheese?
You're playing the Jets.
Mac and cheese?
The only 2 games he
with
played.
the sauce?
The only 2 games he played really good football is against the Jets, where he's throwing it down the field. Against the Bucks, he completed
What about
20
the
in a row.
Cowboys?
He's throwing checkdowns.
What about the Cowboys?
That one dude.
What, he threw for 370 against the Cowboys?
80 was on the what's his face's.
Still 310 without it.
I don't buy it.
Mac and cheese
Not
sauce,
buying
baby.
it. It's not good.
I don't think he's good, but he's not bad.
Chargers win by.
Is he the best rookie quarterback? I'll tell you right now, he's better than Lawrence so far. He's better than Wilson
I would
so
say
far.
no. I would take Lawrence.
He's been horrendous.
No, that's because they took the training wheels off. They let him throw the ball. They let him
And
do
he's throwing
things.
pick and
That's
pick
fine.
and pick and pick.
Mac Jones has his training wheels on, and he's still throwing 6.
That's Belichick has training wheels on Brady
Stop.
for 20 years.
What?
What do you mean they were running the ball? They were running offense most of the time with 3 running backs.
Oh, Brady's a
alternating
system.
through, and Brady was still throwing for 350 a game.
Dude,
But it was never 5 wide, air it out the whole game. It was always 3 running backs, Burkhead, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, James White.
Max, stop.
It was always running backs nonstop.
No, I
through
agree
there.
with that. No, stop.
You
Did
think
you
the
just
offense
compare
is going
Mac
to change?
Jones
No,
to Tom
you
Brady?
think the offense is going to change?
No, but I
Mac
guess
Jones
I get
still
what you're
throwing
saying.
it 25 times a game, 30 times a game. That's
He
what
has
Brady
9
was doing.
touchdowns, 6 picks.
Okay.
They're not going to win with Mac Jones right there. I would take Trevor.
get that.
I would take Trevor Lawrence. Mac Jones is probably 2. Trey Lance and Justin Fields need to chill out.
Justin Fields is trash.
So I mean, we've
Absolute
seen
hot
minimal.
trash.
We've seen minimal of Lance, but I kind of think
Justin
they're the same
Fields
guy.
can't even get through a progression. That fool's
No, they
get him
both,
out of the league. Dude,
they
give
both
me
throw-
Pat White back from West Virginia, and that fool's better.
They throw like 700 miles an hour.
But that's a problem.
They gotta chill
and
out.
they can't go through progressions.
They got to chill out.
Trey Lance is an absolute disgrace to playing football in the NFL. That fool can't throw a
It's
completion.
their first year. It's their first year. I'm just saying they remind me of Kaepernick a lot. Both of them.
Kaepernick was better than both of them.
His first
They played
start. 4 games.
His first start.
It's like 4 games in. Like, I'm not too worried about it, but as of now, I would take Lawrence, probably Mac Jones, and then Lance and Fields tied.
Lance and Fields are terrible.
As of now, I agree.
Do you think they let Fields keep starting?
Yeah, they have to.
Why wouldn't they? Why?
I guess what are they, 3-4?
Why?
What do you mean?
Giving up on the year?
Yeah, let's be honest. I'm going to win the.
But I guess that's your guy. That's your franchise quarterback. You're just going to let him out there and let him.
That's your guy. That's like, remember Ryan Fitzpatrick went 6-0.
Feed him to the Wolves.
Then they didn't make the playoffs.
Feed him to the Wolves.
Dude, the Wolves. The Wolves is back. Is Ryan Fitzpatrick start for the football team when is he healthy?
He has to. Who else is starting? Taylor Heineke?
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick starts.
Even if the season's over?
He comes off
is he
the IR.
Retiring this year?
No, bro. He comes back next year and leads the team to 5-0 and then gets benched again.
What about Deshaun Watson?
He probably goes to the Vegas Raiders, replaces Carr, goes 5-0, and then gets replaced by Mariota.
What are you talking about? Carr's gone now?
You 100% don't think Russell Wilson's headed to Las Vegas next year?
Russ should leave.
Tell me he's not.
Oh, I don't think he's headed to Las Vegas.
Absolutely. That's where he wants to go. That's one of the teams he wanted to be traded
so
to.
Sierra could dance at MGM Grand?
I don't care. She probably gets a residency at MGM.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he wants to go there?
A residency at Allegiant Stadium.
I hate
He
Russ
wants to.
too.
That's where he wanted to go.
I hate Russ.
And Tom Brady was like, "You're going to keep that dude?"
No.
That's what he was talking about.
No.
He was talking about Derek Carr.
Garoppolo.
No, he was talking about Derek Carr.
Jimmy G.
100% talking about Derek Carr.
Jimmy G.
No.
Mitch Trubisky.
He was talking about Derek Carr.
Mitch Trubisky is by far the best.
They said he's a start.
quarterback.
They said he's a starting quarterback in the league next year.
He's the best backup quarterback.
That he's
in the
gonna.
NFL.
They said Trubisky's going to start somewhere next year.
Where's he going? Denver?
Nah, maybe Carolina. Not a bad spot. Not a bad spot for him.
And why hasn't anybody called Cam Newton still? Are we crazy?
Pittsburgh called him, right? They were.
Are they?
Didn't you say that they were called him or talking?
No,
to
they
him?
need to. Pittsburgh and
who was the one you said was called Cam Newton?
I don't know. Did I say that?
Yeah, last week on the podcast.
Washington needs to call him. Well, they're out. They're done anyway. The teams that need to call him are like
Pittsburgh has to
Pittsburgh.
bring him in and let him start next year.
Well, Pittsburgh needs to bring him in now just in case
So he
Ben
can
goes
start
down.
next year.
And so he can learn the offense, start next year.
Yep.
Carolina would be good now because they're still 3-4.
I think Mitch's good spot is Carolina.
That would be nice.
I think that's his good
Mitch
spot. I think that's his spot.
Mitch with Christian
DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson,
maybe Christian
Chuba Hubbard,
maybe Christian McCaffrey.
That fool ain't playing no goddamn games. Stop. I'd trade that fool for a washing machine right now because he's not playing football. That fool's more likely to hit the lotto than he is to play 20 snaps next week.
Would you? Okay, I don't know. All right, that's 100%. It. Let's get. All right, we're done. Let's get any final words from you.
No.
Are we going 9-0 this week? Oh, we can't because we're
going 8-1.
Yeah,
because you don't. Because you don't. Get
I'll tell you what. We can't go 0-9 though.
Not a chance.
We're
at least going
1-8. Yeah. All right, you're out of here. Let's get right.
I'm out of here.
You're out of here. I got to get right in here to do the father son pick, and we'll see you guys.
He'll smoke you too.
You'll tell the people you'll see him next week.
And he'll smoke you.
All right, let's get to father son pick 'em. We're done with our locks. Riot, what's happening, buddy?
Nothing.
I want to tell a story. Can I tell a story about the soccer game?
Yeah.
All right, we're on the way to the soccer game this week, and he gave me 6 locks. He gave me 5 locks last week, but he gave me a 6th one on Saturday. We're driving to his soccer game, and he said, "I guarantee the other team wins." So I had to. Why did you think that?
Because they always win.
I mean, he's playing against older kids. It's like 2 years old. They're 12 and under. These guys are 9 and under. It's a mess. But yeah, he was right. They won. They lost 3-0. But it was better than what'd you lose last week?
Like 10-0.
It was not good. You guys definitely did better. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the father-son pick'em. Last week we both went 2-3, so you're 7 games back. We're not even halfway done with the season, so you got time to catch me still. So let's get into it. Panthers at Falcons -3.
Panthers.
Okay, I took the Panthers too. All right, game 2. Steelers and Browns. Browns are favored by 3.5, so Steelers or Browns?
Browns.
All right, cool. I got Steelers. All right, game number 3. The Jaguars or the Seahawks?
Seahawks.
You're doing the Seahawks. Did you take this? You took them last week, too. No, I had them last week. Okay, so you're on the Seahawks. I took the Jaguars. 3.5 is the spread there. Game number 4 is the Bucks and Saints. Bucks are favored by 5.5. So Bucks or Saints?
Saints.
What? You always pick the Bucks. I took the Bucks. You're on Saints? Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is a big week for this guy. All right, last game. Let's see if it's 4. Eagles or Lions?
Lions.
Oh man, I'm on the Eagles. Bob's just kicked them off the Christmas list. All right, there you go. Huge week coming up. Week 8. Me and Riot, we got 4 different picks. You're down by 7 games. Oh, man. Anything you want to say?
No.
You're just locked. Are you locked in right now?
Yeah.
You think you're going to win?
Yeah.
Dude, he's confident this week. This is the most confident you've been all year. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Get out of here. All right, that's it for Say It Out Loud Sports this week. Riot, you just heard Riot. He's as confident as ever. Get your bets in. We'll be back next week, and we're out.